When I look back on season one of I Can Fit That In, what stays with me is not the production or the planning, it's the honesty. Every guest showed up with truth, with lived experience, and with parts of success that we rarely slow down enough to talk about. These conversations became mirrors for me, for our listeners, and for anyone trying to lead a more aligned life. Here are a few moments that shaped this season. Ryan opened up our season with a reminder that success without definition is just another form of autopilot. What is the number one way, or when I ask you this question, what comes up for you and how you define success for yourself now?
I ask that question of my clients a lot because some people haven't even thought it through. They're just thinking, I want to be successful, but they don't even know exactly what that means to them. It's not to negate that, but I've just found that in this part of my life, if the things that I set as goals for me come from a place of purpose, come from the place of, I know that I enjoy being of service and that it's helpful to me as much as it is to other people. If I follow that, it always seems to lead somewhere good.
Allison helps so many people reframe imposter syndrome, not as a sign of inadequacy, but as evidence that you're reaching for more.
You can't be reaching for goals without observing a gap. And the gap is I'm here and I want to be here. And that gap creates very impostery feelings. That's where it lives because you're seeing a version of yourself that you're trying to reach to. And although that feeling doesn't feel good, it comes from having high goals, not from having low objective performance.
Great leaders today are not just focused on output. They're thinking about the whole human. Scott captured that perfectly.
A healthy employee is a better performing employee. It's a happier employee.
Yes.
And I would go so far as I would encourage your employees to have side gigs. They learn so much from side gigs. And this whole worry that they're going to go out and do something else or leave, guess what? They're going to do that anyway.
Frank grounded us in intentionality and the idea that a meaningful day is not about doing more, but about choosing the right things.
And so it's that intentionality that always sticks out to me. If you think about that, I could set up today and I could work an insanely busy day, or I could wake up in the morning and say, I'm going to be intentional about, there's two things that if I get done, I'll be content with walking away from my desk, going to work out, spending time with my kids, and not saying I work 12 hours.
Lynn reminded us that clarity and acceptance matter far more than perfection ever will.
And this is really important as you're building your business. Clarity and acceptance around not all of it's going to be perfect. Not all of it's going to work.
Tim brought raw honesty, naming the moments when high achievement turns into emotional exhaustion and the courage it takes to finally face yourself.
I did go through a period as well in last year, about 100 days, where I was actually just questioning my own life. I recognized there was a part of me that was tired of living a certain way, was just exhausted, right? Did not want to live anymore.
Yeah.
And that was calling me forward to understand that part, not put it in the corner anymore, and be more present with it. And so I knew, listen to it, feel it, like get to know it better and not just be like, I don't want to feel this. I don't want to feel depressed anymore.
And Rebecca showed us what embodied leadership truly looks like. Boundaries, self-grace, remembering the younger version of ourselves who still needs care.
Set your boundaries so that you can make sure that you are filling yourself up as much as you're filling other people up. And as a result of that, your relationships, your work, everything that you put forward and put out into the world will just be that much better.
This season was a reminder that meaningful growth doesn't happen by accident. It happens when we tell the truth about success, energy, and what it really takes to live in alignment. I'm grateful for every guest who showed up with such honesty and for every listener who has come along for this journey. Season 2 is coming soon, and I cannot wait to go even deeper with you.